How's it going, guys? And welcome to yet another video from yours truly, Axel Williams. Yes, guys, we're back at it again. And we're back in the gaming world. Which is better out of Sonic and Mario? I've already made up my mind, guys. We're going to get into it. Now, of course, they're both two iconic characters and two extremely iconic games. But the question is, which one is the better of the two? Now, I grew up with the Sega Mega Drive, so it's only probably natural that I would assume, in my own mind, that Sonic the Hedgehog is better than Mario. And having played certain Mario games over the years myself, to me, Sonic is a lot better than Mario. Mario, for me, is more iconic. I think it's fair to say Mario is more iconic than Sonic the Hedgehog. But Sonic the Hedgehog is a much better playing experience. And I've got quite a few reasons as to why, in my opinion, that Sonic is the superior of the two. Now, my first reason is actually down to the character themselves. Now, of course, this is just my opinion, guys. I'd love to hear your guys' opinion at the end of this as well. But for me, it comes down to the character himself. I think Sonic is way more cool than Mario. He's more agile, you know, he can run faster, he can jump higher. Not to mention the fact that it is a hedgehog in trainers. That's so cool. And I just don't think you can beat the Sonic boss fights. You know, I loved completing a level in Sonic and having to fight Dr. Robotnik at the end of it, and you'd always come up with some new kind of inventive way of killing you. One thing I always used to love about Sonic as well, particularly when I was playing it as a kid, was the soundtrack, you know, all the songs for the different levels. You know, you used to listen to the song, used to be jumping over stuff, collecting rings. It just used to make me feel quite excited to play the level. It used to make me feel quite pumped up. I used to think, you know what, I'm going to kick this level's ass. And I am strictly, guys, talking about mainly Sonic 1, 2 and 3 here. Just to let everybody know, those are the ones I'm talking about, because those are the ones I used to play when I was a kid. I know there's been a lot of spin-offs, but the main three Sonic the Hedgehogs games for the Mega Drive, they were top. That's another thing I probably used to like about Sonic as well, in terms of when we're talking about the soundtrack, was the sound effects. You know, like when you collect the rings, you always used to get that little ding, ding, ding sound effect. Couldn't do the sound very well. And that's the thing I was talking about when talking about speed in Sonic the Hedgehog. Everything felt so fast-paced, you know. It felt constantly action-packed, if you will. You know, everything was done at such a fast pace, which made the game feel quite exhilarating. Mario always felt a bit more slower and a bit more tactical, if you know what I mean. Of course, Sonic the Hedgehog's tactical as well, you know. You've got to be careful at times, but Sonic always felt like you could do things at a fast pace if you wanted to. Mario didn't seem to have that aspect. We can't also forget that Sonic is actually saving the entire world, while Mario is just saving the princess. Sonic's got a lot more responsibility on his little hedgehoggy shoulders. Come on! I think the story variety throughout the Sonic games was better than Mario as well. Another pointer that points me towards Sonic the Hedgehog, and this is probably one of the biggest ones for me for Sonic the Hedgehog, I always felt it was a more imaginative game. And when I say imaginative, I'm talking about the level design, you know. I remember playing Sonic the Hedgehog 1 and 2. I recently actually bought the Sega Mega Drive Classics on the PlayStation and, you know, just having a little good old go of Sonic the Hedgehog again. But the level design in the early Sonic games is so much better than Mario for me. You guys might disagree, obviously. Put your comments below. We can have a debate about this, of course. Even if you literally just put one word, which one you prefer, Mario or Sonic. Let me know. But it's another reason why I love Sonic so much was the level design. You know, you could have one level where you're literally running through this kind of forest area and you'd be able to go underground and run through a flooded tunnel, you know, being chased by water. And that was pretty cool. Or you could be in a sci-fi world where you kind of got, you know, elevators that take you up to different floors and you've got to collect the rings, all at the same time trying to avoid being killed. Or even I think it was in Sonic 2 where they had a pinball world. It was like a pinball game world where you would literally drop down into a hole and you'd be shot back up like this pinball machine and you'd be bouncing off targets and stuff. But it was just really fun. You know, I think so for overall being the more versatile game in terms of what I've mentioned, this is probably why I've always stuck to Sonic the Hedgehog and not Mario throughout my gaming life, because Sonic always felt more of a versatile game. Not to mention Sonic saves animals. At the end of every level, Sonic the Hedgehog gets to save animals. He jumps on top of that button and they all just pop out of whatever that thing was. What was that thing at the end of every level of Sonic the Hedgehog? Was it like a pod, some kind of space shuttle? I don't know. There's so many Mario and Sonic games now that I'm thinking, you know, it's no longer classic, is it? It's no longer what we used to love. Some people probably love it now. Some people probably look at it now and think, you know, the Sonic and Mario games of later year are pretty cool still, but I just love the original classics. But I'd love to hear your opinion, guys, on this, of course. Put your comments below. Let's have a debate. What is better, Sonic or Mario? Of course, it's just my opinion that Sonic is better than Mario. It edges Mario, in my opinion, for the reasons that I've stated, of course. But it's not conclusive. It's not a final opinion. I just love Sonic the Hedgehog. I used to play Sonic every day when I was a kid. God, I miss being a kid when life was so much easier. But like I said, guys, put your comments below. Let's have a little conversation about it. Sonic or Mario? Don't forget to subscribe to the channel as well. It's very, very important to me. You're so kind if you could. I give you money. But, you know, no harm. Let's comment. Let's have a debate. Let's get our views out there. I'd love to hear your guys' opinion, because you probably, you know, you've all got opinions on, you know, such things. You've all got opinions on everything. Everyone's got an opinion about something. Have your opinion on who's better, Sonic or Mario. For me, it's Sonic the Hedgehog, and that's why I made this video, because I wanted to give you the reasons why I think Sonic is better than Mario. But you guys might say to me, you silly man. You silly man. You don't know what you're talking about. Shut up. Thank you ever so much for watching this video, guys. Like I said, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And I will see you guys very, very shortly for yet another enthralling, interesting video about not Sonic or Mario, because we've just done it. But it's going to be another great video, guaranteed. Guys, take care of yourself and take care of each other, and I will see you very, very soon. Adios, amigo.